Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Cinderella Diaries. I'm coming back with another video. I'm all lotioned up. And I want to talk about depression and anxiety being a writer. Where do I start? Being a writer is hard. And I said it in this series. It really is. When I started my career, I was full of energy, was ready, nothing could stop me. I was just on top of the moon, I could do anything. That's how I felt. And then I started actually getting into the career, and it just not having money, and then being rejected, and people just saying whatever they want to me, family, strangers, friends just criticizing my work all the time. It was just hard, and I got into a very depressive state. And a lot of times it's shown in my writing. I talked about my depression a lot. I talked about the sadness I felt just not knowing where my future was headed. I talked about just everything, and honestly, it was perfect for me because it honestly got me out of that funk. And the anxiety started because I wasn't the perfect writer. I didn't, go to like prestigious colleges or anything like that. I was just strictly just self-taught and just learning on my own what to do. And it was a lot to like take in. It was a lot to just digest. I wasn't sure what I was trying to do with it. I didn't know if I was going to be successful, and it just caused a lot of depression. And during this depression, I was losing jobs. I couldn't work. I was losing friends. I was losing, just my state of mind. It was just, I was just gone, and I was just trying to figure out what to do next. And everybody was just attacking me, and just saying the worst things they could do to me. Like, they were just kicking me while I was down the whole entire time. And they were doing it publicly because I had a public platform, and a lot of people were criticizing me publicly. A lot of it came from my family, a lot of it came from my friends, and I didn't know how to take it because I'm a woman of God, and God's telling me, don't fight back, I'll fight your battles. Don't say anything, this will pass. And I just kept believing that, and eventually it did. And just by the grace of God, I'm here, just being able to tell this story. But I was very depressed. I was at a time I was smoking a lot of weed too, and it was not helping the creative process as it should have. Some people can smoke and it helps the creative process, but for me, I was doing it because I was trying to take away stress, and on top of that, just not having clarity about my life. It was just causing a lot of confusion during that time. I didn't really pick up drinking. I know a lot of people say that they start drinking a lot, and to write drunk, I cannot write drunk. I can't do anything drunk. When I'm drunk, I'm ready to, like, I don't know, give him a hanky-panky from my husband, but other than that, I can't do anything while drunk. And the anxiety, it was rough because I was always so, like, every time I post something, I was waiting for somebody to comment, waiting for a family member to say something, waiting for somebody just to, like, completely, like, throw me off my game. And it got me so anxious. Like, it was a point, like, I would just be, I would be shaking because I was so, like, I had so much anxiety. And every time I post something, I was just like, don't post this, or I would delete it or something like that. And of course, my family members, and it was my husband's family too as well. But of course, they would laugh at me because they thought that they were getting away with something or bullying me or whatever. But it was a really hard time in my life, and I didn't have anybody to go to. My husband was there. And I mean, he saw the worst of me. I was like, I couldn't get out of bed some days. I was laying on the couch. I was sad. I was staring at the wall. I mean, I didn't know what to do. I was becoming very unattractive. I know, probably to him and to myself. But he stood with me. He kept telling me that I was going to be something and everything was going to work out. And it was an awful time. I was having suicide ideations. I was just like, I was not, I just was not myself. And I don't know how it stopped. I think just getting into school and having my son and everything like that just put a different perspective in my life. And the way I've like overcame everything from my past life till now, and to be able to just keep going, it just like made me stronger, and it inspired me to just want to be like, to tell other writers that don't give up. Like, even if you are anxious, you have anxiety, even if you're, depressed, I know it honestly, it comes with it, and it shouldn't, but it does, because everything is so unexpected. Like, I thought it would be easy. I thought I'd get published like that. I thought people would just love my work, and they didn't, and when I was first getting married, I had all these ideas of how I wanted my romance novels to look, and how I wanted them to be. And I didn't know like my life was going to turn this way. I didn't know I was going to be in an interracial relationship, interracial marriage, and everything like that. So it was like difficult to like turn my writing into that, because I was like, I want people to think that I'm writing from an experience. I like writing Black couple relationships, don't get me wrong. But, my interracial relationship books, they do better because I'm in an interracial relationship. So it makes it seem like I'm, speaking from experience. And there are a lot of people out there who are in interracial relationships or thinking about it, and they don't have really that market to like have like love stories and romance novels and different things like that. So I got to be that. And it was difficult because, people, of course, racist people came out, and the conscious community was attacking me and all this crazy stuff. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to expect, but I think I just got through it, I just got through it with, honestly, it was prayer. I don't know what else to say. Like, I prayed, I took long walks, I meditated, I did yoga, I listened to music that was inspiring. I listened to a lot of inspiring podcasts. I stayed on YouTube. I was watching people who were just like living their day-to-day lives, and they inspired me, and it got me out of my funk. And that's what you have to do, like, just to like do your clearing work, and like making it throughout the day-to-day, because sometimes we don't know, we don't have the answers, and it's okay to not know and not have the answers. But just if we keep trying and keep motivating ourselves to follow our dreams, then eventually everything will come together, and that's how it was for me. Everything just came together. And now I'm starting my wedding planning business, and I also can write my books, and people are still getting my still reading my books. And eventually I'm gonna write my first romance novel, and it'd be like legit. I'm gonna have an editor and all that good stuff, and I'm being super ecstatic for that. And even through the trials, even through the ups and downs, I can just say that I'm really proud of how far I've come. Not to toot my own horn, but I really am. And you're gonna be proud of where you come from. So just keep at it. And when the depression hits, just come to my page and get inspired, or go find other artists and authors out there who are doing their thing, because they'll inspire you. And I found a lot of YouTubers and booktubers who were doing their thing, and they inspired me to keep going, because they were just talking about being an indie author and what to expect, and you have to find the inspiration and find the motivation. And just know that everything comes together in due time. And even if you are depressed, go talk to somebody. There are counselors out there. Call the suicide hotline. Just be open about it, because I'm telling you, like, if you don't get the help, you'll be stuck in that place of sadness. And it's not your fault. You're trying to chase a dream, and everybody's just trying to figure out what you're trying to do next, and what are you going to do next, and where's the money coming from, and you're going to be a loser. Like, it was just so much pressure. I was on my back. I was carrying everybody's opinions. Everybody was watching me, my next move. Even my coworkers who wanted to be writers, they were watching me, and they were criticizing me, and I just felt like I couldn't breathe. I didn't have any peace. And after I finally cut those people off, they were writing me, I'm sorry, I hope you have peace and everything. It's just like, no, you're the reason why I'm so crazy. And all your criticism, all your your meanness, your bullying, that was what was hurting me, because that's not who I am. I'm not a person I don't bully people when I'm upset, and I don't bully people when I'm jealous of them. And I don't do those things. I'm not that type of person. I take the step back and do the work and heal. And I don't like to treat people badly. I want people to treat me how I treat them. That's just who I am. And so I didn't understand why people were treating me like this. And they thought that was because I didn't have anything, because I was broke, and because I was trying to find my way, that they thought that that was their right to do that, to criticize me, to make me feel bad because I was broke, or because I was working as a cashier, I was making minimum wage. They thought that that was their right to treat me however they saw fit. And it hurt me because the people that I loved the most were making me feel like I was just worthless and just I wasn't valuable at all. And it was by the grace of God who picked me up and told me that I had so much value, that it wasn't just in my writing. And when I stopped writing, people got mad at me. They were like, why are you not writing in your posts anymore? Who do you think you are? And blah, blah, this. And I was just like, y'all, I'm trying to breathe. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to heal myself. Why are you not understanding that? And they just were so angry. And, even family members, oh, can you write about me? Can you write a post about me? Can you post me? Can you post a picture of me? Friends were even saying that. Can you post a picture? Can you do this about me? Like, why you post pictures about me? Like, I was just getting anxiety all the time. I didn't have any space to be myself. And it almost ruined my life. It almost killed me. And so I had to take a step back, and I got better, and I got, just clearer. And I told myself, I'm not going to have people in my life that want me to like use my work for them and to make them feel better and benefit me. Like, everybody I know, because I'm such a good writer and I'm articulate, I'm a toot my own horn here, and I can make people feel something through my words. And I do that when I talk to people. Like, if I love you and I care about you, I'm gonna let you know how awesome you are, how much I love you, how much integrity I think that you have, because that's how I love. But people take that as a weakness and they take advantage of it, or they get too greedy and they want it all the time because they're not used to that, or they don't get it all the time. And when I pull myself back, they get upset and they lash out at me. And I had to realize that I cannot please everybody. And I'm not on this earth to please everybody or to make everybody feel good with my writing. My writing is to heal people. That's one of my things that I want to do. That's one of my purposes. But it's not my sole purpose. I have other things that I want to do. And if I don't write today, people shouldn't get mad at me or yell at me or scream at me or write me crazy DMs because I'm no longer giving them that type of energy and that type of healing, So yeah, it was a lot, and it caused me to get depressed. I had anxiety. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I was losing weight. I was crying every day, almost wailing crying. My husband was like, babe, you can't keep doing this. And I was just like a baby, because I was getting attacked. I was attacking myself. I was under spiritual warfare, and people I know and love were attacking me in my DMs every day. They weren't uplifting me. They weren't telling me I was great. It was then when I started coming on camera and start talking about the pain and the abuse that I was enduring. And that's when they started writing me letters like, oh, I love you. I'm sorry. You're such an inspiration. And I don't even read them. I don't read letters from family and friends anymore. I just don't, because I know they're trying to just get back in. They were very hurtful. They kicked me when I was down, and I don't ever want to go back to that. And God is telling me I will never have to experience that or go back to that again. And I passed my test, so now I can be a vessel for you guys, and be there for your actual people that need my help, and actual people that are doing the work and want to be a better person in society. So I got past it with exercising, with loving myself, doing spa treatments at home, self-care, letting my husband love on me, even though I became a different person with him, and people were saying things in his ear about it, and we couldn't win. And eventually God was just like, enough, and I got better, and our life and our marriage got better, and I started feeling better about myself, and I was able to inspire more people. And now I'm becoming this person that I've always wanted, and I'm creating my dream life, and I'm excited. And God is just, I give all of it to God. I mean, he was the only thing that I could count on at that time that was pushing me and that was reminding me who I was on a day-to-day basis. I know a lot of people are weird about spirituality and religion, and I totally understand that. But there is a God. I just want you to understand that. And even if you don't believe, even if you're you've had your issues with Christianity, or you've had your church hurt with pastors, or you were Catholic and they made you this, they treated you this way, or you were abused in the Catholic Church. I know, I get it, but don't turn away from God. He is the reason for the season, and he is just abundantly the most important, the most important part of my life. And without him, I couldn't be here where I'm in today. I couldn't sit here and talk to you and have a sound mind with everything that I've been through. That's how I know there is a God, because every time I was in trouble, every time I needed him, you know, all the people that, like my family and friends, they would run to alcohol. They would run to, you know, other people about me when I was going through my issues. And when I would just run, you know, to him. I would run to God. I would be in isolation by myself, and I would let them attack me and all this stuff. And I would just be like, God, what is this? And he would just keep reminding me, like, this, like, it's going to get better. I'm just showing you who your enemies are. I'm showing you the people that are not going to be in your promised land. Even if they're family, even if you love them, they cannot come with you. And so that was the message and whatever. So I don't know what my dog's barking at. And, you know, I eventually got past it and healed, and you're looking at the realest right here, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell all your girlfriends about the Cinderella Diaries. See ya.